Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Raul.
And it's Mike.
And we'd like to welcome you to episode 60 of the AO podcast.
That's right.
And before we get into anything, make sure you follow all of our social media. Subscribe right here on YouTube or follow us if you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
Links for everything is always down in the description. So now, before we get into some of the main topics of today's episode, there are a few little, like a couple things that I want to talk about on the intro. And I think, the way that we're feeling, I feel like it's the perfect tone to start it out with the Nicki Minaj and Cardi B situation.
Mm-hmm.
Because for those of you who don't know,
we're in a spicy mood today.
It was this past week when, obviously, Cardi B has just released her very much anticipated follow-up album because it has been, I think, about 7 years since her first album dropped. So a lot of people had been anticipating this album for her, and she just recently released. And for whatever reason, Nicki Minaj then came out and tweeted essentially how, like, she has an album coming out in March, which is... First off, it's kind of wild because if you think about the time...
very far away.
Yeah, like if you think about the time, it's like,
that's very far away.
Like, why do you feel the need to announce it like now?
You could have announced it in March.
Yeah, so
that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, so obviously I feel like Cardi B kind of took that as a jab, or like a little slight to her since obviously she just released her album. And I'm not really sure how like it actually like got to the level that it got to, but
it's Nicki, so I'm pretty sure Nicki just escalated it.
But the only thing that I know
she did
is that the first thing I saw was Nicki, and she essentially she had sent out a tweet, and I don't know, like I said, I don't know how this, because they were like taking shots at each other, and like obviously Cardi B was going at Nicki Minaj's husband, who is
I have to censor that.
Yeah.
A PDF file.
Yeah. But so
and her brother too. That's one of those is enough in a family. Two? Nah, you're fucking insane, bitch. So? You're insane, bitch. Don't you have the little I was about to say fucking like fucking I don't know why I was gonna say like
Wow, you were gonna say it and then you didn't say it.
No, I'm not gonna say. I was gonna.
Okay, no, but so
it involved the word anal, but like the other words, I was like debating on like what do I like cycle out through like an anal tube, like an anal. Okay, all right, keep going. Sorry.
So, I don't know. So obviously they were taking shots at each other like at first, but at some point, they got their children involved. And I believe the very first one that I saw was Nicki.
And she had a whole like fucking essay, like critical thinking paper, fucking D- ass fucking paper, fucking essay and shit, and it's like talking about everything Cardi.
I won't say say exactly what Nicki said about Cardi's kids, but what I will say is that she essentially compared her daughter, I believe, because I believe her daughter's name is Culture.
Yeah.
She compared her to a type of animal and a type of insect.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, the animal part has like a slight, to me, it kind of like felt like it had like a slight racist undertone.
It's slight. It's super racist. Like everything about what she said is
no, that's
extremely...
what I'm saying. But like coming from, that's why to me it felt weird coming from Nicki, because it's like, why are you why are you using
She
that?
keeps perpetrating like this type of language to and to varying effect. And Nicki, she has her stupid fans. He's like, oh, she don't give a fucking shit. But it's just like you're over 40, man. You're like 44. You got kids, and like Cardi B says, like you're over here tweeting instead of celebrating your fucking kid's birthday.
When she fucking said to take your son to Chuck E. Cheese, dude, I fucking died.
And not only that, she can't because the dad can't be in those places.
He's gonna be you remember when that fucking one picture went viral where like they were arresting the fucking guy in the Chuck E. Cheese outfit?
That's crazy. That's so dumb.
Um,
It's like him and the brother.
yeah,
You
but
know, the other Freddy Fazbear go fucking animatronic.
but but I will say too, so after Nikki said that about Cardi's kid, Cardi did respond, and she did actually go at Nikki's kid as well.
An eye for an eye.
And that though, here's the thing, like, it's so fucked up what she said, but I'm not gonna lie, that shit fucking.
It is hilarious. It's hilarious.
And
It's
listen,
fucking hilarious.
for those of you like who
And
are
it's
wondering
fucked.
what like all these tweets say, like you can easily find it online. So
I might put it up. I might not.
yeah,
But like,
so like
let's
if
see.
you need the context, you can just look it up.
Yeah.
But it, like, for those of you who know, you
Lazy
already know,
bitches.
like, that shit was fucking crazy.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Like,
That was a
Cardi,
good-
that was some savage, like, that, like, here's the thing that I'll give Cardi on this. I feel like she's way more charismatic and funny than Nicki Minaj.
Because Nicki's on that fucking coke, always on these
She's on
whack
that
ass
Clips-
coke,
she's
coke,
on that Clips
coke rant.
treatment.
She got, you know, and she probably fucking, she has fucking beefs with Rock Nation, and they have the clips of, like, you know, that Rock Nation shit too. She keeps bringing up Jay-Z as well.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like, why?
funny as fucking random, dude.
And it's just like, oh man, it's just like poor Nikki. No, poor Nikki, fuck her. Like, this downfall, the Young Money downfall is like fucking, the Cash Money fucking downfall
Yeah,
is like kind of
that's
crazy.
Like, if, like, I never would have pictured this
Like,
shit,
crazy,
like, in the
crazy
early
Drake,
2010s.
crazy. The Drake is the most successful one out of all of them right now, technically, because, you know, you got, you know, Drake. You know, it's ass music, but like, there's some of his fans that like it, but like, also you have like Lil Wayne, who just dropped one
Hey,
a
speaking of his music-
horrible album
Hey,
this
speaking
year.
of his music though, I don't like, because he was doing these like live streams.
Yeah,
Where he
no,
was
yeah,
promoting,
they're,
he was
they're
promoting
so
an album,
bad.
and I haven't heard about it in a minute.
They're
like,
so bad. They're so bad.
I don't even
man.
know when the fuck that album is supposed to drop, but like,
I think production value is really cool, but like
but
everything
the thing
else
that's
is
funny
bad.
is that, like, out of all the tracks, I think he's either released. I think he's released 3 tracks off the album so far as
Yes.
singles. And I will say, even though he was talking some straight bullshit in the first single, out of all the 3, the first one is the one that I audibly like the most.
I like the one with Yeet on it, actually. Like, I really like that one, actually.
So then there's the other 2. But you know what's funny? Like, at least from the perception that I've been reading, is that people have not been liking a lot of the singles.
No, even his like dick writers, like, you know, it can't like deny that the music's fucking ass, and the way he's rolling it out too. Like, it will be one thing if he was like, just drop the song with the music video, cool, create the even if the song is trash, it's still like a 2.5. If it would have been like a 2.5 minute like hype song, it would be like good for them. But since they're having Drake's forcing his fans to watch these fucking live streams for the music, and it makes the whole experience not fucking worth it. Like, you know, fucking academics, Los Poyos, whatever the fuck he is.
Los Poyos?
Los Poyos. What is his name? It's like, what's his fucking name?
Wait, who the fuck are you talking
It's the white guy. It's like, well, there's a lot of those.
Wait, like the streamer?
Yeah.
Isn't it like XQC or something?
No, not that one. I fucking heard. I don't even want to.
Wait,
I'm trying to see what's
Los-
this fucking.
Because Los Poyos threw me the
I know.
fuck off.
It's
Like,
like
fucking
Los-
Breaking
I-
Bad. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, who the
Like
fuck-
Gustavo Fring's
Yeah,
a Drake fan.
Yeah, I was like, who the fuck are you talking about right now, dude? Like, wait, like, what white boy one? Which one? Like, what did he? What does he do?
Like, he's like Los Poyos TV. He's like the #1 fucking Drake fan. Look, he's like white. He has a bad haircut. He's fat. You know.
Oh, I
That
think I've
dude.
seen that fool.
Yeah, like, my descriptions are crazy.
Oh yeah, I was trying to. Speaking of that, what the fuck is the correlation to that? Wait, is that like his name?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, oh my god. So here's the thing. I thought you were low key being racist, and like you were saying that because he's Mexican, and you couldn't remember
That's
his
like
name.
my insult.
So
to
that's
him.
why when I saw it, I was like, "It's a fucking white guy." Wait a minute.
I think he looks white. You know. He got the description quick, but like, he's like the biggest fucking Drake fan, and like, even he was like, "Nah, Drake, no." And it's just like, this is crazy. This man, like, his whole career is him dick riding Drake. It's like it's crazy to see that, but that's even better than what the fuck Lil Wayne has been doing the last year and a year
I will
with that
say
awful album.
the one track that I have kind of like changed my mind completely about from that album is hip hop. I fucking love hip hop.
Oh man, I haven't gone back since, so I don't know what the
Yeah,
fuck. I
that
only
like
know.
that's like the one track from that album that I actually really fucking like now.
I only remember Peanuts to an Elephant and like the other terrible songs on it, and it's just like, man, he's like, what the fuck happened? Like, what the fuck happened? And then Nicki's doing this shit, getting absolutely roasted by Cardi B, who like took, it's crazy because she's been gone for like years.
Yeah.
And then she drops an album and like she's able to like clap back on the drama as well. So it's like such a burst of energy. I was like, wow, I haven't seen this type of shit in like a minute. Like
Also, I feel like
Twitter drama.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's funny because I think I shout out to Dead and Hip Hop because they did a live where they were talking about this, and they brought up a good point that I agree with. I low key feel like because at some point when they were like trading tweets back and forth,
yeah,
like Cardi was like literally telling her like, oh, like pull up, dude. Like, aren't you in New York? Like, where you at? And I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Cardi would actually fight her. I don't know if Nicki would.
No,
like Nicki doesn't seem like that type of person.
No, it's like based on the energy she gives in her concerts, I don't think she has the stamina for it as well. So it's just like she be tired as fuck.
But it's like I don't know that like the one thing, like I think the one thing that like really has become Nicki's downfall, in my opinion, is just the amount of fucking bitterness that she has shown like towards the younger generation of like female rappers.
It is not even just like this current generation. She's been doing it since the mid 2010s. Like once people started coming in after her, she's been just nothing but hateful towards them. And like yeah, she did set another blueprint in hip hop that like wasn't there in a very long time, like for sure. But like you're similar to how Kanye has just ruined his fucking legacy.
Yeah.
She's been doing that the last few years, like last decade, if you want to argue.
I'm not gonna lie, like if we would have flashed back to like early 2010s, like I never would have imagined that this is how like their like careers would end up.
Nah, man, it's actually kind of sad seeing a lot of like, oh, greatest artist of all time now looks like fucking shit and is like a pure fucking like asshole and stuff. So it's like downfall is crazy. The tweets are funny, but
but speaking of okay, so that was like wild. But before we move on, I move on to like the next topic. Real Ren. Okay, because I saw this on Twitter earlier. That's why I wanted to bring it up, and I wanted your opinion on this. So another artist who just recently released an album, or an anticipated album, I guess you can say, is Taylor Swift.
Yes.
Now
whose, by the way, movie is taking up all the spots at AMC. It's actually kind of pissing me off. I'm just like so like all the showings is just Taylor Swift.
But so let's listen. So I wanted to get your opinion on this because even though I don't personally listen to her music, well, to be fair, I think the only, and this was not like, this was totally random, like but this is like I think I want to say, did she release an album titled 23? Or like the Red album or something like that? I don't remember what it was called. I want to say it was called 23.
I don't know what the fuck. I don't listen to Taylor Swift. I just
look it up real quick.
I just like making fun of her.
It could have been like, I think it was in the mid to early 2010s when it came out. So check her albums real quick. And whatever like the mid 2010s one was.
Yeah, Red 2012.
Red. That one. The reason why I kind of, well, to be fair, I haven't heard it like in a long fucking time, so it's not like I remember it. But that's the only one where I do remember some of the tracks because at the time, this was before I had like or when I was still using an iPod Nano, and what I would do is I would use my sister's MacBook to basically like pirate songs from the fucking internet onto my Nano. And basically since she had the fucking out, because she bought the CD and she had put it in her laptop, and so it automatically put like all the tracks on her like iTunes and shit.
Yeah.
Since I was getting my music from my sister's library, I automatically got the fucking Red album put in my iPod Nano. And so, like, I remember, like, when I was a kid, or when I was in high school, when I was a fucking freshman, I was, like, walking back home or whatever, and I had my iPod Nano in, and I was, like, fucking listening to music, and it went from, like, fucking probably, like, some, like...
Eminem.
Either Eminem or, like, like, some fucking Eminem. It went to that to fucking, like, Taylor Swift.
I know.
And I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck? So that's the only album where I do know some songs. But real quick, anyways, I don't want to get, like, I didn't mean to get sidetracked. But speaking of Taylor Swift...
Those audiences can't cross.
Yeah, but speaking of Taylor Swift, she just released a new album. Now, since I don't keep up with her, I've heard that she's done this with a lot of her albums as of late, where she'll, like, release them, but then she'll do, like, extra shit where she'll, like, release, like, this is an acoustic version, or this is, like she released one for this one where it's, like, apparently, like, in this one, it's, like, the exact same album, but this one has, like, voice notes at the beginning of every fucking track to, introduce it. And I was like...
That's crazy.
And so she does that, like, she releases vinyls that are supposed to be, like, limited edition, and they're only here for, like, a certain amount of time, so you have to get them before they're gone. Like, I'll give it to her. Like, it's a very... very smart marketing tactic.
It's so greedy. It's so
but yeah, like but I'm saying it is smart in terms.
It's smart, but like
money.
It's gluttonous as fuck.
But the thing that I don't get is like, why I guess it's just because like I'm used to like mainly listening to hip hop albums, where like the most we'll get is like either a double, a deluxe edition or a fucking sequel to an album. But it's like we don't get like this is the version where like all the beats are fucking beatboxed.
Yeah,
like
he was like, here's a version of the album when like all the fucking like all the bass drops are just giant farts and reverb.
Yeah, so it's like I don't fucking get how like Taylor Swift fans can eat it up that much. Like why like no offense, but if you actually pay for the fucking same album you just bought just to hear fucking voice notes before a song, that is
a vinyl version too. Like it's a fucking just giant fucking like it's just
what the fuck?
That's what I feel about it.
Fucking stupid. I hate that you literally spent time to look that up. You're fucking stupid. But you literally killed my motivation for that conversation. So moving on from that Taylor Swift shit.
And also, I was going to talk about Borderlands 4 and how I've been delaying both last episode,
you fucking lazy ass
the highlight reel, and this episode probably.
So
if the episodes get
okay, you fucking video game addict. What is it about Borderlands 4 that's kept you like enthralled?
I think it's such a step. I've been a big Borderlands fan.
Yeah, you have.
You know, ever since I played it when I first got the Xbox, it was like part of the second wave of games I got for like the Xbox 360, and Borderlands 2 is like probably top 5 of all time.
It's just brought up like a very quick side conversation that I could have.
Yeah, and then just like that's like top 5 of all time. And then when Borderlands 3 came out, I was a little disappointed because I think the writing's kind of cringe and like has been dated ever since. But like people were hyped for this game.
Trying to fucking pass the second one.
I know you're really not. You're really. You have to. You don't do side quests, huh? You just like go for it, huh?
Well, because in most games you can follow like the main story and then do the side quests like after maybe. But, like
no, you got to do the side quests. You
like,
got to get the.
I didn't realize that because I don't think I played another game where you have to play the side quest in order to like finish the main objective.
And you're not like an RPG type dude, huh? No. You're like more shooters and shark games,
like Battlefield and
like,
shit.
And you're gonna get the new one, huh?
Yeah, I'm low key like hyped and nervous for it because the last 2 fucking Battlefield games were not great.
Oh man, so
but this one, like from the videos that I've seen and stuff, it looks promising. So I'm very hopeful.
Yeah, but I love so the 4th one came out. My dad immediately got it.
Also, I'm debating if I should I? Because here's the thing, I feel like the fucking, and we talked about this too. Like we talked about this too the other day from when we just got out of watching a movie that we're going to talk about later.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like the fucking like in in the past couple years, the fucking Call of Duty franchise has just
No,
imploded.
it's now Fortnite. It's now Fortnite number 37, which is a crazy way to see COD just shrivel up to that. But I guess it's just trying to get with the times, but failing immensely. But Borderlands 4 does not do that, actually. I think, but major problems. I'm gonna get them out the way. It's buggy as shit. It's buggy as shit. But apparently, all games are like that nowadays. Like, that kind of fucking sucks. But like, and also there's some huge like stretches of gameplay where it's like kind of fucking annoying as shit. And the game is, you know, really buggy, and it can bug out some major missions in places you don't want it to fucking bug out. But if you just survive through all that, the writing is back better than ever. I think this is also probably and the gameplay is, which wasn't a problem at all in the third one. Just that third one just had a really bad writing, but the gameplay here is still super fun. It's super addictive to the point where like I'm basically delaying life and this podcast especially because of I'm just hooked on this game. And maybe that's just the fanboy Borderlands in me. I also don't play a lot of games anymore, but since the last game I played was Tears of the Kingdom, the Zelda Switch game, that shit was fucking like that. Now that's a fucking masterpiece.
You know
right
what
there.
game I have to get for my Switch Lite, because I heard it's basically like the last, or like it's the best fucking Mario game in like a couple years.
Super Mario Wonder?
No, Odyssey.
Odyssey? Oh, Odyssey's fucking dope. And
Yes,
Wonder's really good too.
I have to get that one for my Switch Lite because I want to play it.
That's definitely like a game I think it would really fuck with. Mario Odyssey is fucking goated, but like
The only thing that sucks is that fucking bro, Nintendo's so fucking,
they're so
fucking greedy, dude. Because the thing is like, because I have since like I game on PC now.
Yeah.
I have Steam, right? And I have the Steam app, and I have a wish list where I have like a shit ton of games that I want.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Steam is all like constantly, like anybody that uses Steam will tell you, they're constantly always fucking running sales like on video games. And bro, fucking like what I've noticed ever since I got my Switch Lite, bro, Nintendo is so fucking greedy because like they rarely fucking put out sales.
There's no sales. Like it could be like a fucking like whole ass game from a different console.
And mind you, these games are like, some of these games are old as fuck.
Yeah, like Odyssey is like nearly 10 years old, which is crazy to say. But
and they're still charging $60 for it.
And on the Switch 2, it's fucking 80. And fucking for just digital only. They piss me off, but also their games are fucking goated. And also they're like fighting against AI heavy. Like they you know, I mean, they're pieces of shit too for taking out fan games and emulators and all that. Like they're fucking major assholes when it comes to that. You know, but they do other things when just like you make the good game and you're fighting against AI, which is cool, but also everything else is like, it's just not consumer friendly.
But yeah, Odyssey's the one, like I think like once I get that on my Lite, I'm gonna lock in.
But I will say Borderlands 4 did feel like it was like a cloth cut from like both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Like, and I do think it's not only has a great open world, but I think it's just so much fucking fun to game. To game. No homosexual, no pause. Like Fat Joe. Fat Joe. He's like, I just want to say I want to get a glizzy. And he's like, why do I gotta say pause for?
That clip was fucking stupid. But
highly recommend Borderlands 4.
You know
Go with your transition.
You know what bundle I want to get? The fucking they have a bundle right now where they're offering the very first Doom, or not the very first, but like the remake of the Doom game that came out in like 2016.
Mm-hmm.
And have you ever heard of the game Wolfenstein?
Yeah.
Yeah, they offer a bundle right now where it's that game and Wolfenstein 2 for $8.
Nice.
Like for both games.
For both games?
Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie,
you might have to get it.
Because I want to like, because the thing is like, I played both of those games like when I had my PS4, but like I haven't played them in like years.
I think that's a good deal.
Yeah, and I kind of want it because it's like, bro, like you're shooting demons and Nazis, like that's
at the
dope.
same time.
Yeah, like that's fucking dope.
And you
So
know the Republicans are like, well, why is it cool to shoot those people?
but so I want to like I'm probably gonna get that one, and I'm also planning on getting a new Battlefield. I'm just really fucking hoping that it's worth it because like it's
Battlefield is expensive.
yeah,
especially
it's
if it's
70
brand
bucks.
new. Yeah,
Like that's like the price. That's and like well, there are some games that are either they'll stick to like 59 or they'll even do 49.99. But for the most part, the new like set limit for new games is $70.
yeah, no.
And those speaking
Games
of
be expensive.
yeah, but speaking of that, the one quick sidetrack that I wanted to do, since we're talking about video games, you know what fucking company has just literally fucking devolved? Microsoft and Xbox.
Yeah,
Because like, bro, they've hyped up the prices
Yeah.
of everything. Like, I think fucking for the people who had the Xbox Game Pass, like
the prices shot up to $30 a
Yeah.
month
yeah,
for not owning any games. Like
And
it was
wasn't
already a
like,
little pricey.
but wasn't it only like $9 before?
It was like $10 a month, but I think they just kept going up and announced the new one. It's just like what the fuck, you know? And it's just like I'm one of the few people I guess to have like one of the newer Xboxes and stuff. So it's just like, but like also I invest in game systems with games I'm gonna play for a very long time. I'm gonna play Borderlands 4 for a very long
See, that's
time.
how I am with Madden. That's
You
like the
know.
one fucking game that I'm
Yeah,
always gonna
and
play.
you know, there's gonna be a few others that I'm gonna game for like the rest
But
of my
you know-
life.
but
But
it
like you
sucks.
know, and also like their IPs
Uh-huh.
are fucking scattered through other consoles now,
Oh,
so
yeah,
they're
like,
exclusives.
They don't have like they basically don't have any exclusives
Yeah,
anymore.
Gears of War is now on fucking PS5, bro. That shit is fucking insane. You imagine telling that to like someone back in 2008 or 11, you know, that like Gears of War
And
were
I
gonna
think
be
that's
fucking on
crazy is, like,
PlayStation.
I think it's crazy for us because like to give a little bit of context, like one of our peak gaming eras was with the Xbox 360. So it's like just to see like how it went from like
Yeah, we stayed up all night playing Horde mode.
yeah, that
Gears
shit
of
was
War
the
and shit.
bro. Those fucking yeah, not like those gaming sessions were the shit.
Yeah, they were fun times. But now Microsoft is just dwindled into, like, whole GameStops would just have like a one small section
Yeah.
of just like the Xbox,
This
Xbox.
one dude that I watch, he's like a YouTuber who's like a gamer, and he like reports on gaming news. He shout out to the gamer 2323. He had a video where he was talking about like basically the distinction of Microsoft or not Microsoft Xbox, and he talked about how like he I guess he had heard or read something online where somebody said that they had called a Best Buy. No, or I think it was like a Costco or something, or a Best Buy, one of those stores. And they asked them like if they had like any Xbox stuff, and they said that they actually weren't going to be carrying it anymore.
Whoa,
So it's like
damn.
it's just like I don't know, like I don't.
That's crazy to witness, actually.
Yeah, so it's
quite crazy.
So like I don't know like what the fuck is like
it's crazy.
everybody that works on that fucking staff needs to get fired.
Yeah, what the fuck happened, Phil Spencer? Like, come on.
But so to end off our game,
He should have been at the memorial announcing the Charlie Kirk shit.
It's like when he comes out, it's Phil Spencer.
Phil Spencer, he's at the memorial.
Somebody should AI that.
No, you know, I'm honestly all these AI things are just so disrespectful
to
me.
The Stephen Hawking one where he keeps getting beat up. That's fucked up.
No, it's like it's also like
I've been seeing like all wrestling ones where like he's just getting fucked up.
It's also like all those videos are just destroying the earth. They're fucking murdering like the planet. Like, and every time I see new ones, it just makes me fucking sad. Like, I'm like, we're living in the dystopia.
Listen,
like the books warned us about 100 fucking years ago.
Like they gotta fucking at some point they gotta make some regulations with AI.
Yeah, no, and Nintendo's fighting that. A lot of movie studios are fighting that. We'll literally go and sue the fuck out of the app if anyone's doing this
real
shit.
quick,
Like Nintendo saw that Pikachu Saving Private Ryan one and was like, no, dude, fuck you, no. Yeah, but like speaking of the scary shit that you find on the internet.
Wait, real quick.
Oh my god, what else?
I was trying to end it off, but like
Okay,
just real
never
quick,
mind.
Before,
Go on,
before
friend.
we go on to the next thing, the one honorable mention I didn't want to mention because it's a game that I've been wanting to get and I finally got it because it was on sale recently.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a narrative walkthrough like survival type of horror game. It's called Still Wakes the Deep, and it's basically like set on an oil rig like in the 1970s, and like you're basically like your whole oil rig gets in like invaded by this like alien kind of thing. Like the from what I've heard people say, it's like it takes a lot of inspiration from like
Alien Isolation.
no, like The Thing.
Oh, okay.
And so I
The
haven't played like a lot of it, but I recently got it and I've played like the first couple minutes of it. And the thing is, I'm playing it with headphones now. And bro, that shit's. I'm not gonna lie. There's some parts that fucking got like. There's
you're a little scared. You get a little scared.
There's a part where you're like walking on the bottom decks of the oil rig, and you know how like they'll have those pipes that like just like will randomly like shoot out steam. Mm-hmm. Like one of those fucking got me when I was walking through one of the fucking things.
That's hilarious. A little cheap, but that is hilarious.
But that game is fucking lit, so I can't wait to like finish playing it. But now moving on real quick
to something that also to a movie that also fucked with you.
Yeah, I want to like just give a quick review of this movie because the only reason why I went into this movie is because I had already seen the first one, and so the sequel was on Peacock. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, let me just kill some time and watch this movie. So last night I watched the movie Megan 2.0, specifically the unrated version.
I completely forgot you were going to talk about that.
I'll be real quick. But, so,
I keep making these transitions. You're like, wait, hold up, I got to talk about Megan too.
Yeah. Well, I told you, I have like 2 movies I need to talk about.
I forgot the other one, okay.
Yeah, so basically, I went into this movie, like, and I had already seen the trailers for this movie, so I already knew that it was going to be a big departure from the tone of the first one. And going into this, it's like
an action movie.
Yeah,
now, right?
That's what I was gonna say. It starts off in like like the first shot is like you start off in like some sort of military base, and I'm already I'm like, okay, what the fuck? Because in the first when you go back and watch the first movie,
that's crazy.
The first shot is obviously when her parents are in the car and they get into a car accident, and it's like so you compare that with the intro of the second one. It's like you can already immediately tell that the tone of this one's going to be a lot different. Now, my honest opinion of it is it's kind of jarring. Because the thing, like the best possible analogy for this movie that the best way I could explain it to people is this was like if you were to have gone and watched the original Child's Play movie, had skipped all the sequels in between and immediately went to Seed of Chucky. Like that's how this movie feels. Like it goes from like
it skipped a few sequels.
Yeah, like that's why I'm like because I'm like okay, like maybe if like they would have had like a movie in between this where like it would have been like not like kind of in the middle, like not that like all the way ridiculous, then I don't think it would have bothered me as much. But I think it's just because it's like it just takes such a fucking drastic leap from the first one, where it's like I don't know, like you really have to. If it
was in like the middle, you would like accept like, the thing
it's
better.
Just I feel like it's just a little bit.
The fact it's like John Wick is really fucking funny.
Yeah, it's just like it's like a completely different. So like the thing for me is like I'm kind of torn because I actually haven't even rated this movie on a Letterboxd yet. But if I'm thinking about it, I think I might be going with a 2.5. Just because, like, the thing is, I don't completely hate this movie because there are some funny scenes in it, which I will talk about real quick. But for the most part, it's like it's a big jarring mess in my opinion, and it's just I don't know, like
it didn't establish itself too well when it comes to the tone.
Yeah, so I don't know, like this is just one of those movies that I can kind of like take it or leave it. Like I don't have a problem with it, but I don't really like it either.
Yeah.
So real quick, the 2 scenes that I wanted to point out. So the girl from the beginning of the first one, the one whose parents die in the car accident, she returns in the sequel. And so obviously she's a little bit older, and there's a scene where she's like, she's fucking she's going to. It shows her like talking about like how her aunt, who's played by the girl from Get Out. She's talking about how like apparently she got in trouble obviously because of the thing that happened with Megan in the first one,
Yeah.
And she
I've seen
talks
the
about how
first
she
one.
becomes an advocate for like regulating electronics when it comes to kids. And so there's a scene where she's like, oh, like, so she's like narrating. She's like, so you gotta find time, like, or you gotta find stuff to do, like, to fill your time when you don't have technology. And it shows her like doing like karate. And then it fast forwards to a scene where she's like in class, and you see this other girl like come up to her, and you can obviously tell by her the way she's talking that she's a bully. And she's like, "Oh, like thanks to your nerd mom, they like took away all our phones." And she like tries to punk her basically, and she grabs her fucking arm and twists it right. And at first, I thought she was just gonna fucking scare her, but she straight up fucking breaks the girl's arm.
That's really funny.
And then the other scene that I thought was really funny is there's this guy that she has to get the aunt has to get information on. So like Megan's telling her like, oh, like you're hot, dude, like just fucking wear like a slutty dress and like distract him so you can get the information that you need. So she's like leaving the house, right? And she's dressed up, and the fucking the girl sees her, and she's like, oh, like she's like, are you going out? And she's like, no, like I'm just gonna go do this thing real quick. And she's like, then why are you dressed like like a Portuguese prostitute?
That's crazy.
And I just thought that was such a fucking random and specific insult.
Yeah.
Oh, and then there's another scene with the fucking
Portuguese
girl.
one is really funny.
There's another scene with the girl where she's like talking to this dude who I don't, um, who she's like kind of flirting with. And so they're having like this moment, right, where they're kind of like flirting back and forth, and they're in the kitchen. And then all of a sudden, as they're fucking like talking and they're having this moment, the fucking girl walks up and she just starts using the blender, which is loud as fuck. So she just like kills the vibe. And I just thought that that was funny. So like there are some funny scenes in this movie, but like I said, it's kind of like a whatever movie to me. So that's my quick review of Megan. And now moving on to now moving on to a movie that I actually really did like. Recently, I went with my sister and both my nephews to the theater to go see the movie Good Boy, which was actually one of my most anticipated movies of this year, just for the simple fact I wanted to see how they were going to go about filming a movie like this. And after having seen it, and not only that, having to stay afterwards, because after the credits, which were very fucking short, by the way, like I think these are like the shortest credits I've ever seen in a movie. But after the credits, they like show you a behind the scenes look as to how the director actually went about filming the movie. Yeah. So I thought that was really cool. And honestly, the best way I could describe this movie is, and it's funny because people made this joke on Twitter like as soon as this movie was announced, and they were basically saying, "Oh, this is essentially like a live action Courage the Cowardly Dog movie." And I'm not gonna lie, like after having seen it, I mean, it is basically what it is. I really like this movie. Like I will say, granted, obviously, like you do have to like go in with the mindset that like it's from the perspective of a dog, so like they're obviously like they're doing a lot of creative ways to like go about shooting this movie, since like the humans are essentially like a background character in this movie. Like you just kind of hear them talk, but like it never really, like the movie never really focuses on them. It's only like mainly when the like the dog is like looking at them or something. So overall, I gave this movie a 3.5 because while I do think it's also a very ambitious, I believe this was this director's debut. So I believe that this is a very ambitious movie to do for like your debut movie. And I thought for what he was able to do with it, I thought it was a pretty interesting and neat concept. Now, it's not going to be like, obviously, the movie of the year, but it's just a movie that I thought was really creative and I enjoyed. So that's my review for Good Boy. I highly recommend you guys check that one out. But now moving on to a movie that we actually both watched.
Yeah, and for you on a whim.
Yeah.
You know, and because I invited you last minute.
So that I had no fucking idea
and
about.
Didn't know a fucking lick about this fucking movie. And it got re-released in theaters because it has a 4K restoration out now. So it got re-released as that fucking popular and influential. Satoshi Kon's Perfect Blue from 1997. And he's only made 4 movies, and they're all influential as fuck. And especially this, which is his first movie. This is a fucking debut. And it's one of the most frightening, psychologically just tormenting pieces I've ever seen, but it's also just a grade A masterpiece that has just been more relevant as time goes on, and that's very sad to say. But
I think the crazy part for
yeah,
me is aside from like a Dragon Ball Z movie that I saw in theaters with my brother a few years ago, like this is the only other anime movie that I've seen in theaters.
and this is like not your typical ass fucking anime and shit. It's like it's very very realistic in its approach, but like it's very psychedelic and very disturbing, and not only fucks with the main character but fucks with the fucking audience. That Raul, by
And
the
mind
way,
you,
we went with our friend, the depressed friend we saw Hurry Up Tomorrow with.
Why the fuck do you have to, that's so fucked up that that's what you label him as? Like, goddamn. Like, yeah, that motherfucker's just known. Like, Jesus Christ, man.
I was in this clip to the group chat of my friend who's in it too. Shout out to him. He knows I love him. He knows he loves me. So we're fine. But like, you had no idea. Not only you didn't have anything, I purposely was like, we gotta get faded.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna say. I was very high when we watched this movie.
So and spoilers, by the way, for this tormenting movie that I think
came out in 1997.
1997. But listen, you went into it blind, and you had an experience.
I had questions throughout the whole movie.
You didn't know. There was a point where like you couldn't even keep up with the fucking movie and what was fucking throwing at you. Because like for like the first 30 minutes, it seemed more like a standard psycho thriller that you would typically see in like a regular live action movie.
Say the basic plot so people who don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Oh my god, who's gonna listen to it if they don't know what the fuck we're talking? Anyways, but like the basic plot is like
it's not like it's
the star
super well known movie. Like
it's pretty fucking well known, bro.
Like this is it's not like bro. What I'm saying is it's not like known like a fucking like Forrest Gump or something. So it's like there's some people that aren't gonna know what you're talking about.
But like,
so
the basic plot. I'm just trying to say it, but you interrupted me again.
Well, bitch, you didn't want to say it.
Well, no, I didn't want to say it. But like, anyways, the basic plot is the Mima who was in a pop group. Is turning into a new career into acting, and she has to deal with that transition both psychologically of what she wants, but also from outside forces, from her managers trying to like force pivot her career to like very scary stalker fans and like other artists who are out there only for the worst, so it's like a very and this movie puts you in the head of the character real fucking quick, because the way this movie is edited, it really like it always keeps you guessing on like even from the beginning when we're getting like a non-linear type scene where like we see the show and then we see like her going home from the show, and like the way it edits to specific movements that she does is some of the best things editing I've ever seen.
The one scene that the only scene that actually did make me jump in this movie was when she's riding on the subway and she sees the reflection of her like pop idol self for the first time.
Yeah,
that shit did get me.
It's because it's random as fuck, and also, a lot of people want to call this like a horror movie, but I consider it a horror movie because it fucks with you heavy. It gives you a large sense of dread.
It's a psychological thriller.
It's what do you mean? It's kills are fucking graphic as shit. This scares me more than any other horror movie ever.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just
okay, got it.
In the subgenre of horror, it would be classified as a psychological thriller.
You should have said that first.
I thought that should be implied. Fucking like,
you gotta be the specifics, man. But like, no, I think this movie, especially, I think we both were affected by this of the parking lot scene where we see the screen. One of the writer of the TV series, she's a part of like park and like
the thing with the eyes,
with the music in the elevator and stuff, bumping on a blowout speaker.
The one detail that I do really fucking like in that scene is like at first, right, you hear the music like at a distance, But as soon as that fucking elevator opens, that shit is loud as fuck.
I know, and it's like, and it's just a cut staring, and then when the elevator opens again, we just see like his eyes just like cut. Like the kills are very fucking graphic, and like as the movie goes on, where like the main character doesn't know where she as or what she is or what she has been doing. That's when the movie also puts the audience right in her shoes of like, it'll be transitioning from what you think is a real scene. Then it goes into like a TV scene. Then you see the static and then she wakes up and then she keeps waking up in different ways.
When the scene where she kept waking the fuck up in her bed, I was like, that's where I started being like, okay, what the fuck is going on?
And then, by the end of it, like throughout these trials, and there's a certain scene in it where like, she is acting in a scene where something really bad is happening.
Yeah, she has to do a grape scene.
And it's just like, I think I implied that what the bad thing is happening because
that was kind of broad.
And I also, I don't know why. Maybe it's just me, and I know you didn't know this, but I'd rather just not say a word, just use another word similar to that, and then say like the word, but just in a different letter, because every time I look at the emojis, it's like, oh, that's what she did, and then like great, and then like you see just the grapefruit, like the fruit emoji grape, and then an ER, and it's just like that fucks with me too. I'm just like, why is there a bunch of like, what are these? Why do you see a bunch of fucking grape emojis on my fucking shit? I'm like, and then it's like, what the fuck is this?
I was not aware of the emoji controversy.
I know, shit. That was just like, this is awful. Like, I'd rather just don't say another word similar to that in like a more, broader sense.
Okay, it was essay.
It was, yeah, okay. I like that. Yeah. So because I got so distracted by the grape, like you saying grapes, because I'm just like, I think grape of the fruit, and I don't like when, because you're just gonna put other words that's gonna mean the same thing. I like, just say the other thing that means similar thing. I don't know. I know it's a random ass rant, but like, yeah, but
hey,
like, I don't.
Hey, blame the fucking YouTube algorithm, because that's the only reason why I did that.
Yeah,
that's what people have to do. Like,
oh man, like I'm just like, what if I die somehow? He unalived himself. I'm like, I would hate that. I would hate, like, just say that I fucking died. All right, he's like, he's unalive. No, I'm dead, bitch. Like,
I mean, I do get it, but it's not like. I mean, I'm just saying it for the fucking algorithm.
No, that's just like, you open like a whole can of fucking.
Yeah, that was, bro. What the? Now that I'm like looking back on it, like, what the fuck? That was such a very fucking specific rant that I was not expecting.
That hit me in the core. I was just like, because like I think Jesus it just puts Christ. Other. Like, it just puts other words into that. It's just everything's
I wouldn't have said anything. Like, what the fuck was that? Jesus Christ, man.
It just makes other words look bad. I'm like, no. But like during that scene they're filming, oh my god, I forgot we're going back to this. But like it's one of the most meta, disturbing, graphic thing, because even though
I will say even though like it is like anime, it's still very, very uncomfortable.
And not only within the world too, like they're just acting it out. It's like not happening. But when you're just put into like that position, even if you don't mean to feel the way you feel, you just can't help it because you're fucking human, and that doing that, especially with
was that the one scene where like after they cut and one of the dudes that's like on top of her, he's like, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's just like that's meta to a degree where it's like very just like disturbing, but very just provocative and thought provoking, and it's just like of what that people. Young superstars had to do at that time, and still is happening now to an nth degree. That
happened a shit ton in Hollywood.
Yeah, not only that, it's just gone more relevant because of YouTube shit, TikTok shit, AI shit. And it's like, and this was a movie that like the internet was new, and you were like,
the scene where she's like trying to figure out the internet. That shit was funny because here's the thing, since like I went into this movie blind. Like, I had no fucking idea, like, what year this was released. So, when I saw her, like, trying to figure, like, that scene where she, like, didn't know what a fucking website was, I was like, is she fucking stupid? Like, But then it transitions and you see like the fucking like their old ass computer. Yeah. Like, oh, okay, so this is an older movie.
Yeah, no, and that and it's like it's crazy seeing that now when that is like how the way we live basically, like the way even when you don't mean to, the way a lot like most humans on the earth live their lives is through the technology that has been made, and it only creates more problems as this movie portrays because it gets graphic.
Like this weirdo that's following her throughout the movie.
Yeah, and grabs all the magazines and put it on the.
Like that's what that's crazy because like imagine that's what like buying porn used to be like.
Yeah, and not only that, like I love how this movie also shows like. You notice that when they're performing, it's all just dudes. Yeah. It's all fucking you think their fans would be like, girls or like girls of a younger age, but no, it's just grown ass fucking dudes talking about like, oh, she didn't mean this because this happened and all that, like just talking shit like a bunch of Nicki Minaj fans and shit. That's what these men were in this movie.
Oh, speaking of fucking AI, real quick, yeah. You know that they made a fucking AI like little clip of like Eric pretending to be Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, no, those South Park AI shits is like it's stupid.
That one was that one did I think was funny.
Oh man, it's over. Human race is gonna end.
I'm telling you, dude.
20 years is good. The human race is gonna end.
I mean, we're gonna be old, so it'll be fine.
We're gonna be old. We're gonna be 45. Oh. I don't want to see my race get extinct. Well, not just my. We humans, another like what we all are to be extinct. I don't want that shit, just like, and this movie just proves how much like shit is fucked up to the nth degree. Because I imagine making this movie now with like whatever, it'll just be like a reflection of what it is, So, but this movie does have a happy ending. And which is very needed throughout, like, because Mima just goes through hell and a half. Like, by the end, she's jumping building to building to run away from this fucking... And by the way, when she sees the pop version of herself, and, like, she's, like, flying and all that stuff, like, she's, like, through the streets. And one of my favorite shots of all fucking time, is at the end where, like, the manager's chasing Mima, and then you see, like, the red dress Mima going, and then through the reflection you just see like the manager's just like fucking hauling fucking ass. Yeah. I think that's one of the most that image of itself speaks for the rest of the movie. I think it's a masterpiece. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I put the poster up for this, and also I think people should know, like, I think this is a solid like, me, these three, I love all these three, so fuck it. But like, this is my 5th time seeing it. Also, I saw this 3 times in 1 month. I was that like floored by it. I still get freaked out. I still get disturbed. I still get sad. But I'm very happy for Mima at the end. So I'm getting 10 out of 10. This is my favorite animated movie ever, and it scares me more than any horror movie I've ever seen in my fucking life.
I think I would. Having watched it for the first time, I can definitely say it was very interesting to like see the like psychological thriller concept done in an anime form, because I had never seen that before. And I thought that it was very well done in this. So I would give it like a 4 out of 5. I think just because like it's a movie that I would definitely have to rewatch at some point just to like try to see if I can get more context. Like to fully try to
especially understand. Like when you're because my friend was like, and you were faded watching that. Nah, he said he would have given up, but he also liked it more than the second time. Especially he said like he gave it like a perfect score as well.
Yeah, so like I said, for right now it is a 4 out of 5, but eventually I will rewatch this movie and then maybe my rating might change. But like as of right now, this is a very really solid movie. Yeah, no,
it's very spooky to me. Like this movie, like I think just captures like, how I view my definition of paranoia and my fucking dog. But yeah, I love this fucking movie so much. But speaking of something we fucking hate, that you hate me for, especially you saw that last episode and how I reacted.
Let me set the tone.
Okay, set the tone, bitch.
So we're gonna be doing our album of the month review. Now,
Yeah.
to give you a little bit of lore as to when when the first time we started doing this segment on the podcast, originally it was supposed to be bad albums. And so basically the original concept is we would put out bad albums that we've either heard or that we've just heard were bad on a wheel. And that's why, like, the first couple albums we did were like the MGK album,
I
the
forgot we did the Green Day album too,
yeah,
and
the
the Ice
Green Day
Spice
album,
one,
the Ice Spice one. We did the fucking
the MGK,
the
Chance.
yeah the fucking the It's a Good Day or whatever,
Yeah.
or the Big Day, the Chance the Rapper gospel album, and we did the fucking Snoop Dogg
Yeah, which at the time was like the better ones, and then we were like, "Oh, we're kind of running out of bad albums now."
yeah.
So we
And
just
so,
started putting in
no,
albums.
but no, you know what it was? It wasn't that we were running out of bad albums. It's that like I feel like at some point, like some of the albums that we started to listen to were like, well, I don't think we hate this. Like,
Yeah,
so I feel like it eventually evolved to just like the album of the month. But let me tell you, if there was ever a fucking album that was the literal definition of what the original idea of this segment was, it would be this fucking album because it's the worst piece of shit I've ever fucking heard, dude. And the fact that you even put it on the wheel as a fucking suggestion, I fucking hate you so much because you know what? At least with the Swayze album, which I feel like this is kind of revenge for because like it's kind of music that's in the same wheelhouse a little bit, but it's like here's the thing. At least that the album that I was putting on it was genuinely out of love and curiosity because originally I actually did really like that album. It wasn't until I went back and re-listened to it that I was like, you know what, fuck, I don't feel the same way anymore. But even with that, I was literally just trying to get your honest opinion on an album that I liked. And you fucking go putting an album that you don't even fucking like, that you literally yourself said that if you would have remembered, you put it on the fucking wheel, you would have took it off, dude. What the fuck? Okay, I think that was it.
yeah, we said the name of the album.
And then I just had to get all of that out like that, and that was boiling for the whole episode, and I had to get that out because this album fucking sucks.
The AJR, the Click, considered one of the worst albums of the 2010s. I forgot I put it on the wheel, and if I'm being honest, I think you saw in the last episode. If I had a chance, I would have said been like, I think you need to take this off right now. If I remembered, I would have taken it off. Because it's gotten worse. It's gotten worse. Because you just hear the sound of they'll make fucking Pascal Paul like look like fucking Mozart and Amadeus. Like that, they're the fucking same person. But fuck that. I don't want to make sense here. This shit fucked me up again. Like, especially hearing, it does sound like a fucking even worse, like Greatest Showman, even fucking terrible, terrible, terrible. Dear Evan Hansen, which I think we might have to put on the wheel, but this album just portrays the worst of what pop and indie pop had to offer in the mid 2010s. And these sounds bring back like they were this was the sound of like 2016, 2017, but in the worst ways possible.
Like as a comparison, the thing that I can make, even though they're a little bit more indie pop and like the group I'm gonna compare him to is like a little bit more like reggae and hip hop inspired.
Yeah.
If I could compare these to like a group like that's kind of like a little bit kind of in the same genre, not really, but like for example, like a group like the Dirty Heads, right?
Yeah.
Like a group like the Dirty Heads, like these two obviously like stoner white dudes who like love reggae music and rock, and also you can tell that they have love for hip hop because like when you listen to one of their albums, you can tell that there is like a lot of hip hop sound that is inspired throughout it, and it's like to me that's like kind of cool because that's like who they authentically are, And not only that, it's like until like that they fucking smoke weed and shit, like just from
Yeah.
some of the songs that they make. But it's like with these fucking, I don't even know if, like how many people are in this group,
There's
but
3 of them, and
fuck
they've
all-
got they.
fuck all 3 of them then. But so so if I could compare it to them, like they're like you know what they remind me? They're like these like the straight A like fucking were like an ASB club type ass fucking kids. They're like, hey, like let's make fucking music to like be positive and like you don't gotta do bad shit to like be alive. And it's because like there's a song on here which I eminently despise that's called No Grass Today. And in this fucking song, it's essentially like an anti-weed song. Where he's like, you know what? The fucking people in the crowd, like, they I see their lighters, they're puffing off that Mary Jane.
Puffing.
But
What kind of white guy are you?
I don't take
All of them at the same time.
I don't take joy in such endeavors, but like
They do, and it doesn't help that song sounds super gentrified as shit, and then with the claps in the background is the most like it's sounding like a fucking church song, and I'm like, if any church play this, I'm taking money from the basket.
Probably somewhere in fucking Utah.
I know. Is what they be playing at the Mormon churches.
But like it's like listen, like that's what you were spot on when you said that this is literally like the worst representation of this genre of music. Because here's the thing, like even in the first fuking track, like
the overture,
the instrumentation on that fucking track
mixing's terrible.
The shit out of me because it's like it has like that like kind of like EDM like
it sounds like a Minecraft intro a 14-year-old would
it's
have
supposed
made.
to have like that house EDM music type of sound. But here's the thing, a little known fact about me that I might have mentioned in this podcast a long time ago, but when I was in middle school, one of the music genres that I was very into at the time was like dubstep and like EDM.
Yeah, Skrillex cinema.
Yeah.
Cinema.
So like I've heard like that style of music done so much fucking better than this. Like this is like a fucking insult to like that type of music.
Yeah, no, it's probably an insult to music in general, but like this is the only album. Apparently, their debut was fucking god awful, and this is worse. But they've only gotten so much popular within time, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like I thought they were just like over.
Are they still a group?
Yeah, they're still a group. They have 9 million listeners, bro. There's an audience, man.
Fucking way, dude.
They tour and shit. They're worldwide tours. There's an audience of 9 million. That's fucking. Like and they've gotten only more popular.
The only fucking reason I would ever want to go to one of their shows is because I would want to see the fucking demographic of people. Yeah, so it's just like this album. It literally, I even told you too. Like I think I lied a little bit because I wanted to say that this was the very first album that I listened to where I genuinely had to take a break while listening to it. But I think the only other album that I actually did that with was actually the Chance album. But the difference is I more so took a break from the Chance album because it was fucking long as shit.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, I genuinely didn't want to fucking listen to it anymore.
No, I think was it really like the first song? You're like, oh no.
Yeah, because I told you like the instrumentation.
I was at work and I just busted out laughing when you texted that shit.
Because the instrumentation was so fucking bad. Like it was literally like, dude, like I don't want to fucking listen to this. And like so like with every fucking song that kept coming on, I just kept getting more pissed off.
Bro, and then 3:30 because like No Grass Today is fucking awful, but then it hits 3:30 with the awful ass beat and fucking rapping, which you heard the song. That shit is fucking.
Well, which one was that? Was that the one with the stupid ass violin or whatever instrumental?
Yeah, and then you have all of them have like a violin to it. Which the only good thing about this album is like the strings, but that's it. They're mixed with everything else, which sounds awful. And then Call My Dad fucking makes me. Call My Dad is hilarious. And,
wait, which one was the one with the Disney line in it?
Turning out. Oh, it's like
it's like I grew up on Disney, but what?
This is not Disney or something. Like I grew up on TV. I grew up on like the most annoying white boy lyric, like privileged musical theater lyrics you ever fucking hear. Like lyrics about fucking nothing. are all over this fucking song, this
If
fucking
white
album.
privilege could make music, this would
This
be
is
it.
ultimate white privilege music. The ultimate. Like, we got no bad shit at all going on in your shit. You just, this is the perfect one. And then Netflix Trip is fucking insane. Like, I thought I was fucking reading writings of a madman. But this is one other positive, I guess, is like the concept of the click, where it's like, should I do the click for like the views or like the click, and it's the metronome click, and I'm like, all right, there's something there, but now talking about it, it's kind of still dumb as shit. Like, that's the metronome sound. Like, I know what you're going for, but that doesn't make it less bad. Like, this is an awful, awful fucking album, and there's a review that made me
I'm not gonna
discover
lie,
this
when
album.
when I heard it, I was like, so this is what happens when white kids don't smoke weed.
I know they need, it's either Dirty Heads or fucking the Click. No, this is terrible. I regret putting this on the wheel. It is easily one of the worst albums I've ever heard, and now you've heard it, and because that was the job of the wheel. That was the original job of it. It was like, what bad albums that we fucking hate, we have to put them on here. So yeah, this is one of them. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
speaking of
I'm
the,
sorry I subjected you to this. Obviously, 0 out of 10.
yeah, I'm never fucking pressing play on this shit ever again.
No, I'll find a reason.
No,
Alright.
fuck you. I'm never listening to this shit again.
This got your favorite tracks?
No, what the? No, fuck no.
Oh yeah.
But no,
I'm glad you listened to it.
But real quick, speaking of the wheel, the album wheel, we're not gonna do it this episode, but
Probably in a couple episodes.
when we do the album wheel for next month, I actually added a really interesting album that I'm genuinely curious to listen to. So
Bet.
I hope it lands on it. But so that's gonna be it for this episode. But before we get out of here, we're gonna do our recommendations.
Yes. What would I fucking recommend? Definitely not the Click. And that shit. Ugh. Oy vey. We fucking vey. What do I recommend? I'm gonna recommend.
Let's see. I'm trying to look through my thing too.
For all my fucking art house rap motherfuckers out there, I got fucking a classic Paraffin by Arm& Hammer, Lucid, Billy Woods. This is one of my favorite of theirs. And they're coming out with a new album next month, produced by Alchemist. Haram is one of my favorite rap albums, probably of all time. Like, I really love that album, actually. So, but I want to recommend this one too. But all their discography, all their albums are fucking dope as fuck. But Paraffin is my recommendation for today. It had a crazy, gnarly, what the fuck beats with even crazier rhymes that like just always just hit me like a ton of bricks each time I listen to it. So yeah, Paraffin by Arm & Hammer.
Okay, so
Oops.
so I think mine is actually going to be
In the mic,
from
please.
Metro Boomin and Future's album that they came out with in 2022. Heroes and Villains. And my recommendation is gonna be the second track actually, which is titled Superheroes. I haven't actually gone back to listen to that album in a while, but that song randomly came on like my shuffle
It's a good song.
on YouTube Music the other day, and I hadn't heard it in a minute. And when I listened to it, like, oh, this sounds fucking dope. And so I haven't gone back to listen to the album in a minute, but I think I actually should, because from what I remember, like, for example, another track that I remember really liking on there when I was playing this album was Metro Spider, with Metro Boomin and Young Thug. So there are some, like, also fucking Umbrella with, I think, 21 Savage. Like, there are some fucking great ass tracks.
It's a good album.
Yeah,
it's a really good album.
So I actually have to go back to, you know what, fuck it. You know what, never mind. Go back, actually, my recommendation is actually going to be this whole album. So go listen, if you haven't heard the 2022 album from Future and Metro Boomin titled Heroes and Villains, make sure you check it out, because there are some bangers on there.
Same. I need to go back. It's been a while since I've listened to it, so I'm definitely down to go back and shit. But that was our episode. Editor, you're gonna have a rough time with this one.
Yeah.
But like I thought this was still a very fun convo. You know, had some spookiness to him with a
and make sure you stay tuned because the episode that will end up being our Halloween episode, we actually have something really dope planned. Yeah. So make sure you stay tuned for that.
Oh my god, just what we're gonna have planned. I actually cannot wait. I like how this is like a recent discovery within us of like when it comes to horror franchises, but like it became like our favorite.
It's gonna
be
interesting to talk about each of those movies.
Yes, and I think that's all we have to do for the Halloween episode. You know, so we should probably talk about Malibu's Most Wanted next episode.
Yeah. Oh fuck, I forgot.
So and also weird pick for October too. That shit is like. We'll think of something Halloween related next episode. Yeah. Just make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow us on everything, everywhere.
Those are down in the description.
You know,
and we'll see you on the next one.
Peace. Oh my god, what a fucking mess.